How's it going, everyone? Hopefully doing well. Welcome to the CS-63. Now, we're going to be playing a few games in it. We're going to go through a few stats and just generally talk about the tank and see what my opinions are and how we can set it up in different ways and hopefully give you some tips along the way. So the main feature of the CS-63 is that it does get two modes like the EBR does. It does get the turbo mode and it does get the normal mode. Now in the turbo mode, your gun handling goes completely AWOL. It's non-existent, okay? Like your bloom is going to be like the size of the screen, and you will go very fast though. As you can see, 70 top speed when you're in the turbo mode, and this can be improved with a turbo if you so choose. So it can go up to 75 or even 76 if you use the improved turbo, the Bond turbo. Now, when you don't use turbo mode though, you still got 55 and you still got 15 backwards. So you do lose quite a bit of speed going forwards, but you only lose 5 kilometers an hour top speed in reverse. So it's not the end of the world in that respect, but you do get a very good kind of dispersion and just an all-round very, very nice gun in general. It does 3.6k DPM. As you can see, this is set up with Bounty. Obviously, different configuration is going to be slightly more, slightly less, depending on what you use. But we're going to use Vents Rammer V-Stab as the kind of default. I really do like this on medium tanks. It just feels good. Feels like it gets the most out of the tank. You bump up the DPM, you bump up the view range, and you help out with the accuracy a little bit. Now, for the armor on this vehicle, it's nothing good, okay? Like, it's just not. You're getting about 120 millimeters right here and right here. And this 260 number, where is it? This says 260 turret armor. That is literally here. Here and here, either side of the gun. So if you're going to shoot one of these things, try and go for down here. Even though it's sloped, it is not very, very good actual thickness-wise. If you're using APCR against one of these things, it can be a bit of a bounce magnet. Because if you go too high, you'll bounce. If you go too low on the hull, you'll bounce. It has a few auto ricochet angles for when you're using APCR and AP, so keep that in mind. Crew setup wise, obviously the standard kind of crew. I'll quickly go and show you each one. I'm not going to talk too much about them because it is just kind of how all the crews are for medium tanks. You want brothers in arms, you want obviously sixth sense, you want situational awareness. The same with every single tank, and obviously intuition helps out a lot. Being only one loader as well on this tank, you only need to train intuition once, so that is quite nice to have. Ammo loadout wise, we go for 28-22. You could go for a little bit more HE if you wanted to, although 53, you're not really going to be needing that too much. Maybe to knock down a few trees, but that's about it. And the premium rounds are just flat out better than the AP rounds. So if you don't care about credits, I mean, I do have 18 million, but I might as well, use this to show you the full capabilities of the tank. If you don't care, then, go full APCR. It's your credits. You do what you want with it. So, yeah, something like that. Maybe even like a 50-50 kind of loadout would work pretty well. Now, I'm not going to get into field mods too much as this isn't a full review, but go left-hand side, then right, then probably either... It depends. Okay, for this one, it really does depend how you play the tank. Because you could go for the right-hand side and then go for the camo rating. Or you could go for the left-hand side, get a little bit better reverse speed, and also get that repair time down as well. Or you could leave it. I would probably choose the turbo tuning, because I don't really care about the camo too much. Like, yeah, sure, it's nice to have, but that reverse speed, going down to 13, I don't think that's a good thing. So either leave it, or I go for this, I think. Because I just can't see myself using 13 in reverse under normal circumstances. Now for this one is a bit weird because you could go and get either better aim circle size, so your dispersion will improve, or you could go for your reload time. And if you go for the reload time, you can get this thing to go pretty close to most other medium tanks, like 140 for example. Leo 1, if the Leo 1 uses like this one, you're on roughly the same DPM as it. Albeit, yeah, sure, you don't get the 420 alpha, so you are going to reload faster than him. So Is that really worth it? Up to you. But I would say you either leave this blank or you choose the reload time, because this dispersion value going down by only 0.01 I think is worth it for the DPM buff. And then you can give a plus 5% to engine power, or you could give a 5% buff. Is it 5%? Yes, a 5% buff to the aiming speed. I mean, it puts on a negligible amount to the actual aim time. So I'd probably choose the actual top speed, just so you can get there even faster. You're then at nearly 20 power to weight. And if you use a turbo as well, you're zooming. Anyway, I think we've spoken enough about this tank, as this is just a mini kind of overview, few games, and that's it. It's not a full review. Let's go and play some games. Now, one thing I do want to mention is that automatically you are put in the turbo mode. So you do not need to worry about having to switch it beforehand or once you get into the game. You will have the turbo mode right from the start, so you don't need to worry about that. And as you can see, look at this bloom. Like, it's quite large. Not many people have said that to me. So what we need to do, we need to go as fast as we can to C1, as that will help us by winning that. Obviously the Cran is going to start to go over that way, or at least you would assume that the Cran's going to go over that way. And now, because our team's not really coming with us either, we need to kind of be a little bit careful with that. Wow. Okay. Try and bait him over this way, see if anyone else wants to shoot him. Nah, not really. Try and go around the Crown if we can. And now we're going to run away, because we don't fight. We are not a tank that can brawl. Like, our tank is very much a support tank. Because you don't have armor. Like, you can't afford to brawl and then lose a load of hit points. And that's a UDES as well. That's unfortunate. We can't do anything against him. Put one into this guy. As you can see, imagine the reverse speed at 13 if we still had that. Not really much we could do in that regard. Gonna go back into turbo mode and try and get a little bit of a better spot, to be honest. Because at the moment, this is not really the play, because they've come up way too far. And way too fast as well. I wasn't really expecting them to push this this hard early on in the game. So let's see if we can get a shot onto this guy. Doesn't look like it at the moment. Was that the T-22 that just died? It was. I mean, even in the non-turbo mode, it's still good. Like, it's still fast enough. You're still at 140 level speed. Object 140 level speed I'm talking about. So it's not like once you leave turbo mode, your tank's suddenly just a slug. It is still more than capable of playing the game without being in turbo mode. Okay. Well, we've got 600 damage so far, which is not really anything to be proud of, but it is 5-5, and we might be able to get some shots on this VZ, maybe. As I said, this tank is a little bit bouncy, and obviously the VZ having AP CR and AP, our top of the tank is going to bounce quite a bit. So if we can go hold down as much as we can without trying to show our cheeks, like either side, then we should be good. And that's the plan anyway. Now we just wait patiently and just see if we can actually make something happen. We do get spotted. Maybe that's someone here though. Put one blind. VZ. Wow. We don't even spot him in return. Put one into a tortoise though. It's actually really annoying that we didn't even spot the VZ. That's okay though, because the tortoise and friends are pushing through, and we should be able to get a shot onto this guy. Very nice. This you does. Are you pushing? That's unlucky. Should have really punished that tortoise a little bit more. Maybe he'll go forwards again. Can't really see the U-Des. Put another one in though. See, we bounce. Do we get a shot here? We do have a shot there. Unfortunately, it bounces though. Go for the cupola. It goes low. We're going to have to try and load APCR in a second. It's very annoying. Put one there. Doubt that hits, but it's worth a try. Okay, now we load APCR because these are going to be a little bit harder to deal with. Especially the tortoise. It's really annoying that we got hit by the VZ twice though. Because that's most of our hit points, well, half of our hit points gone. Very good. Back off now. Wow. That is impressive. Go back to AP rounds. And now, again, we just wait and see what happens because we don't have the armor to fully brawl and just sit on this ridgeline and go hold down and just spot. We can't afford to do that. I mean, the good news is that the Rhino is pushing through this way. So, you know what I might go and do? I'm going to go into speedy mode, good old turbo mode, and go around where the Rhino's going. And hopefully I don't take a shot while I do this. Because if I can go around, then that should be good. VZ55 went all the way around. Okay, alright. We're going to preload APCR. We go up here. Go out of speedy mode. We don't quite have the vision to be able to see him because he has gone down. Maybe we can maybe spot something through here. There's the U-Des. We don't get spotted in return. We are going to put one in if we get a clean shot. Very nice. We can now back off because we will get spotted for that. And we just hide behind here for a second. The VZ killed the tortoise. The VZ is not on great HP. I believe he's a one-shot for me, so that's good. Maybe we can go back up here and maybe get some spotting. If the VZ goes down this way, then I should be able to spot him. I mean, even if he comes behind me, I should be able to drop down this in front of me as well. So this isn't actually a bad spot to sit in. There's one RT that's all the way over there at C1. Okay. Now the VZ is dead. We can now push up. I mean, the tortoise saying thanks CS for covering. What am I meant to do? I'm a one-shot to the VZ as well. Like, I don't know what you expect. We can now go and see where the artillery is. I'm going to go around the capture zone so that they don't know that I'm here. We know that one artillery is over this way. The 7777777 is there. And one artillery is there as well. So we're going to load HE. Very nice. And now for the final one, which is going to be over this way. Obviously we could go into turbo mode, but it really doesn't matter too much. I'm just going to load normal rounds as well. Just because I don't want to just get a bit of damage where it's not even registered. There we go. 3k damage. It's not great, but not terrible either. I mean, I think we played it okay. I mean, this guy wasn't happy with me, but I don't know what more he expects, like, from me. I can't just go and YOLO and spot that guy. Like, he didn't even get spotted when he shot you, so let's go and play another game. Right, we're in Paris, and we can use our mode to get the first shot on the enemy, which is really good. It's something that you can always use on this map in this tank. You can go to the heavy corner, and you will get there before anyone else. Look, we fire on the move, ready? We're going to get spotted anyway, but you can get to this point and just make sure that you're able to back off as well, because that's important. And that's beyond a joke, to be honest. Well, we get nothing for it, which is amazing. And he still manages to bounce. What? Okay. Surely I should be able to pen this guy. Thank you. It's actually very bad that happened. 5120 is going to the other corner, so we should be able to play against him in a second. Put one in and we even get the tracking shot, which is great. And we'll get another one in a second. Very nice. Nearly missed a shot because I wasn't paying attention. Thanks. Thank you so much. Right, well, he's dead anyway. Now we can try and side scrape against these, which we can't really do, but we might be able to get a shot here. I mean, the TNH is peaking, so maybe we can actually shoot the TNH. Remember, the turret is a little bit bouncy, so get the tracking shot in. We couldn't keep him tracked, unfortunately, but we might be able to put one more in. Very nice. Very nice. That was a decent trade, actually, for our hit points. And now we're going to switch to premium rounds. Although we probably don't even need premium rounds, to be honest. There is a Gorilla 15 as well over that way, which we need to be careful of. Got another one into the concept. This is good so far. Concept dead. Very, very nice. Put one more in. Put this guy. Very good. Gorilla 15. Load HE. Go for his side there. Yes, he's going to put one into us. Nothing we can do about that. But we should be able to get another shot in. Nice 497 damage. That's all our HE used, which is good. And we're on 4.5k damage. So maybe even one more shot here. Hopefully, so we can get over 4.5. Maybe on the PTA. We should be able to, as long as he doesn't do something stupid. We even have 3 kills and such, so we should be good. What? Okay, I have no idea how that managed to bounce. But there we go. Doesn't matter anyway. We got the extra one in. That is all that matters. I don't know how that bounced. So 4.8k damage, nearly 4.9. 1k assist. Very nice. Good. Much better game. Okay, we'll play one more game to finish things off. And yeah, let's see how that goes. Okay, we're on Mannerheim Line. So let's go to the right-hand side because there's no point going left. And there's no point going here. So we might as well go to the right and or northern side, depending if you're looking at the map. So we're going to play around here. We should be fast enough to... I don't want to do that, actually. I was going to say, we should be fast enough to get all the way into this position, but then the problem is that we're then isolated there. So it's not actually a very good idea to do that. So we go up high. We will get spotted for this. But hopefully we can spot them as well. Because the last thing I want to do is get stuck down there where I can't actually return. That is like the worst thing you can possibly do. And also there's a lot of people coming this way. So I think that's the right call that I made. The problem is that as much as I would love to try and spot these, I just can't at the moment. I think that bounced. Maybe we can go up to get some spotting on the mill. The bush is in the way. And that's actually hindering us quite badly. We can maybe peek up to try and get a spot. We spot the Emil, he probably spots us at the same time. Not quite. Okay. Maybe we can get a shot here. Nice. Rolled high. 439. Maybe we can go up again. We spot the black mutts. Put one in. That's an okay trade. You know, 1.3k for 340 in return. That's okay so far. Would have liked to have not taken any hits, but there we go. Can't change it now. We might be able to get a shot on this Indian Panzer. The good thing is that there's no artillery, so we don't have to worry about that being absolutely dumped on by the sky. Or... ta-da! Patience actually got us that. Go for the tracking shot to try and keep him there. He's used his repair kit. That's good information for us. We can now put one into the Indian Panzer. We miss, but that's bad aim. But we can go and put another one into the Indian Panzer in a second. Good. Better aim, Max. Well done. And now we can maybe even go and put one into the cupola of the STB-1. Maybe a mixture of bad aim and a bit lagging behind in the server reticle area. But one into there. Very good. That one made sure that it... yeah. We take one for basically 2 on the STB. That's absolutely fine. We should be able to kill him in a second if he peeks again. Just depends if he does want to peek. Emil 2 has joined the party as well. 4-3 on the scoreboards. Not too bad. STB could actually go up high to try and get an angle on me here. He has enough depression to do that. And he's got a bush there as well, which can be an issue. I mean, once his STB's dead, then we can actually kind of have free roam over the ML2. We might even be able to go and put one into his cupola here. Hang on. Ah, there's a Scorpion at the back as well. Wasn't expecting that. It's not a great trade. I mean, maybe we can go and put one into his cupola. Go on, do that again. No, don't push. Don't push. Okay. Nice. Free mock G-Saw. I don't know anyone that would want to free mock a G-Saw. It's just a bit weird, you know. He's going to die to a Scorpion. But now that the Scorpion's fired, we should be able to deal with this guy. We can even get into a little bit of a better situation here for ourselves. Wait, Scorpion. Hello, friend. Oh, 566. Do you reckon he'll do it again? I wouldn't do it again after I just received 566 in one shell. No, he's not doing it again. Right. Let's now... I mean, now it's just clear up, so... Yeah, we played okay. Would we have got more? Yeah, if we actually played a little bit better, but... We can't do anything about it now. Like, this tank's just solid. It's just a solid tank. It really is. Yeah, I think the main thing that people get wrong with this tank is that they're always in speedy mode. And like they have to be always going as fast as they can. Just because something has a mode doesn't mean that it needs to always be in that mode. Hey, we got 4K at the end. That's good enough. Hey, we did actually get one blind shot in there. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Who did we hit blind then? I mean, we done that meaty shell to that guy, but who did we hit blind? Was it the Indian Panzer twice? I mean, maybe we only hit him once and one was blind. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Topple damage, very nice. That is a nice result. This tank is good. It's beautiful. And in fact, the entire line leading up to it is also kind of nice. The CS-59 is a decent tank. Okay, I haven't played it, right? But doesn't mean that it's not a good tank. Like, you get decent enough gun depression at 9 degrees. You get very, very nice DPM for a tier 9. Like, you're up to 3.5 or something like that with all the upgrades. It's good. And the turret's quite bouncy. Like, yes, you don't get the speed mode because that's only tier 10. It's just a normal, nice tier 9 tank. And leading up to it is just good. Like, especially the buggy, you know? It's, that thing's a little bit broken. So, hopefully you did enjoy. Hopefully you found this useful and learned something from it, maybe. If you did, then make sure to leave a like. And write down in the comments down below if you have this tank, what you think of it. And if you don't have this tank, if you want it. Or even what you think of it if you don't even have it. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next video.